Daryl, what do you usually do when you go to JB?
I eat seafood, I buy very legit DVDs, I do not buy gum, and I do not try to smuggle in petrol, and I'm actually a very law-abiding citizen. I mean, everybody out there, you should know.
Well, I normally stock up on basics like contact lens and cosmetics because it's usually cheaper to buy them in JB. Singapore
Really?
is just too expensive.
I think this woman will agree with you. She goes to JB to fill up her petrol, but the only problem is that she bragged that she won't get caught for filling up her car.
Unfortunately, Stomper Pong caught her in the act and snapped pictures
You go, Pong!
of the woman filling up containers with petrol and putting them in the car booth. The Stomper said that she was so engrossed in what she was doing that she didn't notice that the Stomper was taking pictures of her.
Okay, it's one thing to try and beat the system, it's another to get caught doing it. It sounds like army, you can do it, just don't get caught, right?
Yeah, well, let's take a look at what our Stompers had to say. Wacky76SG said, it's very inconsiderate fools with no sense of safety concern for their own lives and others. They just end up carrying a time bomb on the roads with fuel all over their car booth. Just imagine the bottles might leak in the car park, and then one smoker just happens to throw his cigarette butt on the floor. And what if, they got langa by a driver, and then moreover, car insurance is not going to cover combustible goods,
I agree. Okay, it's quite dangerous to carry so much fuel simply because the fire hazard they pose. And it's a bit silly also. Like, why you want to run around with so much fuel in your car? I mean, is it worth, let's say if the car explodes and you lose your life, is that worth it? I mean, ask yourself, for petrol, is it worth it?
Well, the lady was just trying to save some money, and it all boils down to money, doesn't it?
It's quite true. I mean, but if you are going to go and risk your life, just rob a bank or something. Not that I'm asking you to rob a bank. Robin Sui SGP agreed with that. He said, "Don't blame her lah. Singapore petrol is expensive liao. I bet the Singapore customs, after seeing this, sure look out for her."
Well, according to another Stomper, Harvey Kidd too, he said that the petrol subsidy would end by May this year, and petrol in JB would no longer be so cheap. So then, petrol stations and JB shops would suffer with less Singapore cars and patronage.
Yeah, I think only time will tell with this one. But what about those that carry gum? Stuff in your pockets? That's not what I do, by the way. You don't check the pockets? Okay, sorry.